Okay, everybody, one thing I did wanted to point out is how close the hotels are to this cruise port. If you look behind this parking garage, all this coastline, all these hotels, those are all the pre-cruise hotels before you, like if you come the night before and your cruise is leaving the next day, at least you could see how close they are to the cruise port. That was one of my questions when I was coming here, when I had booked the cruise. I wanted to know how far away I would need to travel to get to the port. But you can see, I'm gonna turn the video, all of these hotels that are right there. They're all pretty close. I think it took us, from the hotel we stayed at, you can check out one of my other videos, I think it took us 10 minutes to get here. And it took us from the hotel, and it parked right about here at the parking garage underneath. You're in the shade, and then they take your luggage in, and then you're on board. Get dropped off by the shuttle from the hotels. You can walk straight into the cruise terminal. It's really close, but let me give you guys kind of a panel. You can see the parking garage. You can see just about everything. You can see the scenery over here. This is the Orlando cruise port. But let me turn the camera around and show you a few things. And thanks for watching. I am on the Symphony of the Seas, and this is one of our ports that we stopped at today. Okay, this is much better. So from here, you can see from the ship, I'm gonna zoom in and you can see all the hotels. They're not very far. I mean, like I said, you could walk it, but that's a heck of a walk. But I'm gonna show you actually where we stayed at, how close it was to the ship. But stay tuned. Right after you see these hotels that are right near the cruise terminal, I'm also gonna give you some information on which one I stayed at, how much it was, how much the shuttle costs from the airport to the pre-cruise hotel, and also how much it costs to get from the hotel to the cruise port from a shuttle. And also if you need to do some shopping. I'm going to give you guys a lot of good information that's probably going to help you if you're planning on taking a cruise out of Port Canaveral. Stay tuned. More information is coming up. To give you an idea of the cost for the Uber, when we were looking them up, not an Uber Black, but just a regular Uber, it was about 90 bucks, 90 to 95 bucks. So I also have the Lyft app, and I looked at the Lyft, and it was $70. So we used the Lyft. It was a gentleman came pick us up. He was in a Toyota Sienna van, and he took us to the hotel that we used. The hotel that we used was Spring Hill Suites by the Marriott. It's in Port Canaveral. It was about maybe a 40-minute ride from the airport to the hotel. Okay, once we got to the hotel, there's not a whole lot around there. Walmart, there's nothing walking distance for like a big chain grocery store or Walmart or stuff. You would have to catch an Uber or a Lyft from there, and I'm going to give you an idea of the cost also on that, because we had to do that the following day. So let's back up. So from the airport, we took the Lyft. Took us about 45 minutes to get there. Check-in was fairly easy. The ladies at the counters gave us a lot of information. They told us that they do also offer transportation to the cruise terminal. So remember, Spring Hill Suites by the Marriott. The hotel shuttle person, they have different times, like 10, 11, 12, times that the shuttle takes off to drop you off at the cruise terminal. And if you elect to take one, let's say like at 11, and maybe checkouts at 11, because you got the transportation from the hotel, they give you a late checkout because they know that you're going to the cruise terminal. This hotel also did offer a breakfast. There was like waffles, potato or fried potatoes, eggs. It was a really big breakfast area that they had. It was, I'm not going to complain. Everything was really good at it. The room was nice. I think the hotel was about 6 floors. Very clean. I mean, if you stayed at the Marriott before, you kind of know what to expect. So that one was Spring Hill Suites by the Marriott. What else do you need to know? Okay, to get something to eat, everything was pretty much closed. They gave us a list of restaurants and bars that were open near there, but we had a late flight, so by the time we got to the hotel, it was almost 11 o'clock, about 11 o'clock at night, so a lot of the stuff was closed. So we just elected to just use Domino's. The hotel did have an area where they had TV dinners, Cokes and stuff, but the prices were just crazy for that type of stuff. I would say just order out, order a pizza or order something that you like from the area. Just use Uber Eats or something. Okay, for the next day, we got up and we decided we had forgot our, like the Downy wrinkle releaser for the clothes to keep the wrinkles out of the clothes. So we decided to take an Uber from the hotel to Walmart. So that cost us about, I think it was about $15 to just go to the Walmart. It was about 4 miles away. When we were going there, we were talking to the driver and we were telling him about our experience the night before catching the Lyft from the airport to Port Canaveral. And so he said, if you don't mind me asking, how much did you guys pay? And I said, well, we paid about $70. Uber was about $90, so we just decided to go with Lyft. And he goes, did you know out of all that money, the $70 or the $90, he goes, we only get about $25 of that. And I was like, wow. So Uber or Lyft is keeping that much money for these guys. And my whole point in telling you that is so that if you do use them, I would give them a tip, you know, because they're working hard, and whoever dropped us off had to probably circle back another 45-minute drive to get back to the airport or back to that area to get some more rides. So take that into consideration. Let's see, so we caught the Uber to the Walmart, $17. Then on the way back, we caught another one back to the hotel. And that gentleman was telling us how the cruise terminal was packed. A lot of the Ubers and the Lyfts don't want to pick up people from there to go to the airport because they're not getting paid enough. Remember, they're only getting paid $25 to take a 45-minute ride, and just imagine how much gas that is in their time or whatever. So they're kind of staying away from the cruise terminal because they don't want those kind of rides. They would do better off just picking up Uber rides from the hotels and just taking them to the store, dropping them off. Because look, he made 17 bucks taking me 4 miles, towards if he would have took a ride from the hotel to the airport, he would have only made 25 bucks, but it would have cost him 45 minutes of his time and gas, et cetera, et cetera. Then he's got to make a U-turn and come back. So that's just some of my information on the trip and for Port Canaveral. But that hotel, you can see the ships from the hotel. If you look, you can see it's very, very close to it. It's not, I wouldn't say walking distance, you probably could walk, but it'd be about a good 15-minute ride. Oh, before I forget, I want to give you guys, this guy gave us a business card. They have a shuttle service and he charges 25 bucks. This is the number to it. So if you're in a different state and you want to get a ride back from the cruise terminal to the airport, this is somebody that you may want to try. They were really nice, really professional. We talked to them when we were about to get on board at the cruise terminal, and we made an appointment. So it's 25 bucks per person versus, I think the Royal was charging $69 per person to go back to the airport. So you guys may want to look into that. Well, this is going to conclude my video. I'll give you another update tomorrow on how everything is going. I have to tell you guys about Coco K, so that'll be on my next video. I'm going to tell you what happened. It's a little disappointing, but what can you do? Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.